Hey everyone, I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about James Gunn's Superman movie coming out in 2025. So you guys already know, as for myself, I did a trailer reaction on the trailer for James Gunn's Superman movie. You can go watch that. Right now, it's on the channel. You guys know I'm a big fan of Superman. Obviously, I've watched a lot of Superman movies and TV shows. Comic books, still working my way through that. I've read some of them. I'll be doing reviews of those very, very soon on my comic channel. So you got to go subscribe on that channel to see those videos when they drop. As you guys know, was not a huge fan of Henry Cavill's portrayal of Superman pretty much at all, or Man of Steel, and I hated it more in BVS, and I kind of almost hated it even more in Zack Snyder's Justice League and the Justice League movie that they called Justice League that came out back in 2017. Eventually, as you guys know, long story short, Discovery took over Warner Brothers. David Zaslav wants DC to be a powerhouse thing at their company. James Gunn is their Kevin Feige. He's doing Superman. He's spearheading the entire universe. We got the first trailer. People gave their thoughts and opinions on it. As you guys know, for me personally, I thought it was fine. There were some things that could have been better. Obviously, my biggest problem with it, he didn't talk. Superman's biggest thing that he's interacts with, he talks to them. He didn't talk at all. That's like, Superman should be talking, right? I think that's a bare minimum I should expect, right? Superman should be talking to people. Other than that, I thought it was fine. I thought it showed him in various different parts of the movie, potentially in the first act, where he's sad, defeated, happy, saving people. Those are good things to have in Superman. A bright, hopeful, optimistic Superman, I think, is the best and a lot of people like. And the trailer ended up doing very, very well. It's actually one of the most highest viewed superhero trailers ever at this point. 250 million views, probably surpassing it too. So before we get to reading what I want to read, we'll start with Darnell. What do you think about the trailer? All right.
I put it in the same arena as Thunderbolts and Captain America. It's
okay. I'll ask you this: are you more hyped for Superman or the 3 MCU movies?
Yes.
I imagine most people are. All right. Arza,
no,
what about you?
No, I'm not saying yes to Superman. I'm saying yes to your question.
You're fucking with me. Oh, good Lord. So, Arza, what about you, man? Do you like the trailer?
Honestly, the trailer's okay. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's not the worst. If James Gunn does what I think he's going to do, it is going to be a great movie. But the odds of him actually doing what I think he's going to do, which is do a really negative movie that moves positive. So it starts off negative as a reflection of where we are in the real world, and then it shows a happy future. If that's what we get, I'll be happy. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think it's going to be all negative all the time because that's the state of the comic book industry. The trailer was okay. You know, that's what the trailer suggests. Everyone looks how they should for the most part. Fuck Mr. T. I hate that he's there just because I hate the character on principle. And not because he shares a characteristic with MSK, because his balls are stupid and overpowered.
I don't like black people either on some days.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
The
demographic I was talking about was homosexuality. No, he's being gay.
All right. Dan, what did you think about the trailer?
I was not impressed. I'm not a James Gunn fan. I think he only understands the facsimile of heroism and masculinity. I would defy anyone to name a male hero of his that was actually a man and not just the butt of a joke.
Besides Star-Lord?
Yeah, Star-Lord. I mean, any of them. Pick any male character he's made that's heroic.
Yeah.
I could say Yondu. Yondu would be the only one, but I attribute that more to Michael Rooker.
Yondu, the Suicide Squad.
But see, Yondu is a pirate. He's a rogue. He's not like a hero.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. He does he does not understand heroes, and he does not understand men. I don't think this. I think this Superman will be a Superboy, not a Superman.
I will say for the Suicide Squad, I think he got them down good because those guys are.
They're not heroes. They're anti-heroes.
The Suicide Squad.
I know.
His question is heroes.
Yeah,
Why
James
would
Gunn
he-
has
okay,
never
hold on.
made a male hero.
Why would he write heroes in a villain movie? That makes no sense.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Stop talking and listen. He's
I
never
know.
written a hero that's not a butt of a joke.
Yeah, he's never written a male hero. He's only written like
His
boy
wife.
heroes or like male anti-heroes ever. Even Super, his movie Super was not a male hero. He was
Okay.
a loser. I don't trust James Gunn. I think he's been given Superman, and I think he's going to royally screw it. I think he's going to give us. They're in the corporate uniforms, and it's going to be the Twitter idea of a good Superman based on vibes. It's going to be feeling. It's not going to be anything that matters. I don't know. I have terrible low hopes for this movie.
Huh. Sounds like your optimism is just from.
I
James Gunn, like
am
my wife.
also a massive Snyderverse fan, so we can talk about that later.
Don't. I hate you. I literally hate you. All right, Bob. What about you, man? You
All
like the
right.
trailer?
I liked the Snyderverse also, but I liked this trailer. I really liked it. I liked the vibe that it was giving me. It felt to me like Superman. I'm not saying that it's the greatest trailer I've ever seen, but I liked what I saw. I liked the addition of Crypto.
That
I
was
mean,
cute.
call me sentimental because I like dogs. I mean, whatever. But
Yeah,
I had fun with this trailer. Now I understand what you're saying. You know that he didn't speak at all during the trailer. So I mean, I'm looking at it for what it is. It is a teaser trailer. Maybe the official trailer, I'll change my mind, or maybe it'll just reaffirm what I'm already feeling for this. But I liked what I saw, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping I've got some good hopes for this. Probably, a lot more than what you do, Dan, because I know where you're coming from with James Gunn, and I get it.
Yeah.
I just tend to think that there is so much writing on this that I'm thinking or hoping he pulled his James Gunn isms back a little bit for this, because Superman has to have a different feel than a lot of his other stuff has had, because if it doesn't, then it's not going to succeed. So I'm
Zack
hoping
Snyder
that he understands
nailed the
that
Man of
and pulls
Steel.
it back.
I was saying, Zack Snyder really nailed Superman, did he? Yeah. The guy
He
literally let his dad die. The
He
tornado.
nailed a masculine hero. He did do that.
I liked Henry Cavill's portrayal of
I did too.
Of Superman. Man of Steel is actually one of my favorite comic book movies. I
Bob, I like you
understand
less
why
now.
it's
I'm just
divisive.
kidding.
I get that because it is a very different take on
Yes.
Superman. I get that. I just happen to like it.
That's fine.
So,
Oh, and anyone who's watching this video, we're just fucking with each other. We love talking and disagreeing. It's all good and dandy. The thing that I would say, I
Talk for
read,
yourself.
You called me a white devil.
there was an interview that James Gunn did with The Wrap that he was talking about his direction he wants Superman to go in. After I read that, I was like, I think he understands where to go with Superman. Now, keep in mind, anything could happen in a literal 2-hour plus movie. But after reading the things he said about Superman, I'm actually way more confident than I was initially. You know, the thing with Superman when it comes to this now is there's so much writing on it. That's the problem. You know, because keep in mind, we know this movie's budget is going to be anywhere between like $200 million. Let's not kid ourselves here. So basically, the same thing we said about the MCU earlier in the show applies to this movie. This movie doesn't hit a certain amount of money. It's technically a failure. You have to award the same criticism the MCU gets. It's breaking. They don't want to break even. Oh, just put it right now. I know people are broke and just love being losers. Breaking even for companies this big is not good. Whoever said that to you, never listen to them for money advice ever. They do not care about breaking even. They want to see big profit margins for their investors.
It's not the same as if you can balance your budget of your household, you break even.
Right. Thank you.
Same.
It's not the
Totally
same.
different.
Yes. But I will also, to Bob's point, the crypto thing, the only thing I will say, I like the dog. They should have just did what the Sonic movies did and made him look kind of like what he did in the crypto animated show.
He's a Labrador. He's a Labrador.
It's so cute. People have so much hatred in their hearts now. They're like, why is his dog there? He saved the little motherfucker. Can he get some shine? I don't care. Let the dog have some fun.
Well,
Come
there's
on.
important Crypto being there. He shouldn't be there yet, though.
He's a dog. They should be
Well,
like,
he shouldn't be there yet.
Counterpoint. He's a dog.
I have a
got no
feeling that
problems.
Crypto's just going to like come in and out, just like at
I don't think he's
random
been moving that
moments.
much,
And the reason
honestly.
why I think that is because he is a dog. Like I mean, have
The
you ever?
argument now is it's just
I
a
mean, half the
dog.
time you call your dog to you, he doesn't come to you. So I
Well,
mean,
Crypto is just gonna be the Deus Ex Canine.
Nice.
I'm not a dog fan, but I
It would
like
be
Crypto. I don't care where.
it would be canine ex machina, dude. You said God out of the dog.
And look, and to be fair, knowing James Gunn's writing, he's gonna write a lot of the guys to be comic relief.
Yep.
At the dog is usually comic relief as well. To have the dog comic relief, the whole movie is too much. I
Yeah.
think I'm like Bob. He's gonna pop in and out.
yeah, that's what I think he's going to do. He's going to pop in and out at random moments, except for the moment in the trailer where we saw him call him because he needed help. I think that's going to be the only time where it's going to be pre-planned, where he actually called Crypto.
Yeah.
Every other time, I think he's just going to show up at random.
That
Yeah.
trailer pisses me off to no ends because it does my 3 most hated tropes in superhero movies, specifically Superman movies. 1, Superman gets beaten within an inch of his life. His whole thing is he's invulnerable. They should have him be beaten mentally like Lex does, right? My opinion.
That's what happened in the
He gets beaten up. He gets beaten up, and like, oh, he's got a new weakness. I know he's got weaknesses in the comics, magic, lead, all the kryptonite. But I mean, they make him so weak in the movies. Like he's so easily take him out.
That's my thing. Is if he's gonna be vulnerable at this point, he's gonna fight a villain. There has to be a villain because I know it's based off the All-Star Superman book that Grant Morrison did. I might have to actually read that. I actually own it. So if the villain in that book is as strong as him, I think it's fine. The problem here is the reason why it didn't work in Man of Steel that way is because they didn't establish kryptonite as a way to kill them. So he had to literally kill him with his hands. I think in this movie, hopefully, I'll award James with the same criticism I said Zack Snyder. You need to establish a kryptonite as a thing.
Well,
because it'd be more believable if he's actually hurt.
Well,
I don't
he
care.
did in BVS.
I don't give a shit how strong the villain is. I'd really give 2 rats ass. Superman is the strongest being
But you need a
in the
villain
universe.
that can oppose him.
What I'm getting is they beat him down with an inch of his life or kill him over and over again. It's been done to death. The other thing has been done to death. Whoa, Superman! I'm a generic human. I hate you because this. No, stop. Stop putting that in movies. Stop making him having to redeem himself to humanity every fucking movie, man. Come on.
I would say this. But most people would actually react that way. That's not a bad thing.
No.
That's very believable. Yes, they would.
I don't think so.
Yes, they would. You told me an alien that can shoot laser beams out of his eyes that can punch you within the inch of your life.
Who
People wouldn't be
continuously
fearful of that?
who stops us from being killed by a supervillain or a fucking big
the thing is,
kaiju.
average people don't know
That
that.
dude's getting my respect. I'm not gonna fucking throw cans at him. I hate you. Well, you said me.
Dude, people literally don't like you for the color of your skin. You think an alien wouldn't change that?
I don't
That's
get-
crazy.
Well, again, this is a comic book world.
Obviously,
It's been done to death. And the other thing I hate is it's a Superman movie, not Superman and Green Lantern and Hawk Girl and Mr. Terrific and Crypto and whatever other heroes they haven't shown us yet that are probably going to appear in the movie. There's going to be too much time wasted on other characters when it's a Superman.
That's my
movie.
biggest point too. Is there's been very few superhero movies that can do that, where you can balance out many characters. This is what I said in the trailer reaction. I'll just say it here. It really just depends on how much they're utilized. If they utilize Mr. Terrific like a character like Martian Manhunter, that's his friend, that's fine. You can have friendly characters. It just depends on how they're utilized. What are they doing integral to the plot? Are they there to help him with whatever he needs, or are they just there as eye candy to get to the next part? That's a clear difference there.
I think they're going to be the antithesis. I think they're going to be the corporate hired villain or heroes that he like opposes by being like good. And again, that's my problem with James Gunn is he kind of has these elementary style facsimiles of things like, oh, these guys are corporate, so they're bad. And it's like, dude, you're running a corporate business. Like, get over it. Like, I think the whole point is that Superman is going to be this childish wonder that inspires these heroes to drop the corporate overlords and be heroes
Essentially,
again.
Superman.
Yeah, and I'm tired of it though. Like that's not how Superman works in that way. Superman just does it regardless. Like I think this Superman is going to be, again, a child. I think that's the only thing Gunn knows that isn't perverted. I don't think he knows man. I don't think this Superman is going to have a chest in the C.S. Lewis sense. Sorry for the nerd reference.
God, you're such a nerd. Good Lord.
Of course, you
Snyder.
but also a very valuable point in that I don't know if James Gunn understands that there is a way to, or anybody in the current creative sphere understands that there's a way to be this idealistic, hopeful person and not be a child.
Exactly.
I-
Well,
it
that's
kind
the
of
thing.
feeling
Because if you're not a child, that means you have agency, or that means people have to listen to you. And we have a whole generation, especially the Twitter generation, that does not like the idea of there being a standard they have to live up to. They want a parent that takes care of them.
All right.
That's my
so
problem.
We'll go around. Arza, what do you think? Final thoughts on James Gunn Superman trailer?
I mean, I'm hopeful, but not too hopeful. You know, it's kind of like when you're trying a new microwave dinner and you hope it doesn't taste like shit. That's kind of how I'm feeling about this one.
This is a big budget microwave dinner you're talking about here.
Exactly.
Millions of dollars worth of money here.
But the other thing that I feel is I honestly believe that should this movie fail, it will be one of, if not the last superhero movie ever greenlit. Or not ever. Greenlit for several years. I think if this movie fails, everyone's going to take a break from comic movies because there will be they will see this as the death of it.
Failed just now. Have you seen the numbers of these last movies? People are taking breaks for years from now. But that's your point. Yeah, these might be the final nail in the coffin kind of thing. Darnell, what about you, man?
I mean, I said my piece. It's gonna be dog shit. In my opinion, I'm hoping that it's not for people who are like Superman, and I have hope still. I like Superman, but I don't have any hope anymore, especially with DC. The three things I mentioned all are mega turnoffs for me. I'm tired of seeing him beat up. Oh, he's gonna get beat down, and he's gonna spend the rest of the movie building himself back up to where he should have been in the first place.
Talking about character development? Yeah, fuck
Even-
that.
But he does the same development. Oh, this movie. Oh, wait, this movie. We're gonna copy it again. This movie. We're gonna copy it again. Like
That
there's
happens in like every single MCU movie ever.
which I can't stand. I can't stand that fucking trope. As heroes have to like develop and
I see
be
your point,
untouchable.
yeah.
But
Which is-
Superman,
yeah.
Superman's one of those characters that should develop and be untouchable to a
Mhm.
certain extent.
Mhm.
I'm sick of humanity hating Superman, and I'm sick of having numerous characters, especially if they're going to establish the other characters like the other Justice League members exist. Why are these three D-listers hanging out with him when the other guys are already
I think
existing
that
in
just
the
boils
world?
down to personal preference. He just likes them. That's, I guess. He said he liked Guard. It's crazy. He's the only person I've ever heard say he actually liked Guy Gardner and Damian Wayne. That's some taste right there.
I don't like Damian
I don't
Wayne.
get. I hate, I get tastes are all subjective. I mean, it's whatever, I guess.
Hey, he
All
killed
right.
Nightwing and Injustice. Fuck Damien.
Good Lord, man. Dan, what do you think? You're a Snyder bro, so I have less respect for you now. We can't be friends anymore. I disavow everything you say. You're a white supremacist. I think you have white privilege. Did I do all that right? Did I do all the buzzwords right? Did I do it?
Give me all of your privilege. All of it. I don't trust James Gunn. I think he is incapable of writing a masculine hero, and Superman is the most masculine hero. He's a Christ archetype, for crying out loud. He can't do it. I think Snyder did it tremendously well. I think Reeves did it tremendously well. Like, not the director, of course, but they're doing crack. I don't know what else to say, man. I think the movie is going to be sugary sweet.
I love sugary sweet.
And I think
love my girls like that.
and forgettable. I think it'll make all the right people in the media, all the right people on Twitter feel nice in their tummies for a little while, and then it'll go away.
First of all, Hope, you hate the world.
It's not gonna be.
You're
It's
a
not gonna be.
hateful human being.
It's not gonna be hopeful. It's gonna be hopeful.
That's what I hate. You guys, I hate you. I literally hate all of you. I hope you all burn in hell. You hate hope. You hate life. Good Lord.
You
But it's
hate
fine.
life.
You guys literally hate life. I'm calling it out as I see it. I'm kidding. All right, Bob, what about you?
I liked what I saw. I'm looking forward to seeing this movie. I do want to see another trailer because I've been burned too many times by comic book movies. But you know what? I liked the Guardians movies. I liked James Gunn's Suicide Squad. I'm willing to give him a shot with this one. And like I said, because there is so much riding on this, I do think that he's gonna pull back a little bit. Now I could be wrong. It may be awful, but count me intrigued based on the teaser trailer. I liked what I saw.
Oh, and one last thing, Bob. To clarify, because what you said, I don't think it's going to be Gunn needing to pull back. I think it's that he doesn't have the capacity to go past that.
No, what I mean by pull back is that there are certain things that he does in his movies that I don't think will work for Superman. Period. Like types of humor, types of the way he writes certain characters and stuff like that. And some of that goes to what you're saying, but just even beyond that, like I don't think you can. The type of humor that he had with Guardians, the type of humor he had
Yeah, that
in
doesn't work.
Suicide Squad, or even what
Peacemaker,
he's doing right now with
Creature
Creature Commandos.
Commandos.
Yeah,
That's
none
not
of
gonna
that
fit. No,
will work
no.
with Superman. If Superman, if he doesn't get that right, the rest of the DC universe is dead.
That's the thing, as I'll bring up, is Superman has a specific style of humor that works for his character. Now, I will say this: if James Gunn can pull it off, people can say
It's
finally,
competent
he
humor.
well.
Superman works because he's competent.
He's got that small town, competent,
He's got that
like
that
everyday slice of life humor.
That 1940s World War II guy going to fucking Europe to fight in the European theater type of sense of humor. That's what he has.
So my final thoughts as we talk about the trailer. Good Lord, there's just a lot. Obviously, everyone's got their own different opinions on what they view as Superman, which is good. That's what Superman's supposed to be. But I will say this. After reading the stuff that he's talked about as he make the movie, I do genuinely think he's going to do a good job. I honestly think he's going to do a good job, but I could be wrong. Because given the fact that superhero movies recently have just not been hitting as well, it could be very much the fact that it's not good. The only part that I really actually am just still questioning is when you add in this many characters, and I'm always fair with every movie when it comes to this, not just James Gunn, if they're not integral in a certain way where they matter, then that's where the movie starts feeling like, okay, then why was that character there? Because then people will start being like, why is that character there if it didn't really matter to the plot? Because he said this is not to set up other movies. This is just to be with Superman. So essentially he's saying that these guys have to be integral to the plot regardless, right?
Oh my God.
So
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Well, here's the thing: is like James Gunn is good at making memorable characters because what he does, and the reason he works in ensemble is because he doesn't know how to write a single character. He knows how to take a group of characters and assign them a massive personality that no human being has ever had. He splits a human into 6 different parts.
I will say the group thing is actually decently talented because how many super movies have we seen where the groups do not pay off because they don't know how to incorporate the actual time limit?
He's great. He's great with groups because he makes them caricatures. He does not know how to write humans.
At this point, the only movie I want to see from James Gunn is a Mystery Men reboot.
Good Lord.
See, that would actually be okay. It wouldn't be as funny, but it
I forgot about that fact. He said it's not setting up anything else. Then why the fuck do you have 4 other characters and 3 other
because
characters?
he doesn't know how to write a Superman that
No,
stands
yeah,
by himself.
No, I mean, I know, but for fuck's sake, good God.
He doesn't know that, man. He doesn't know his own flaws.
In X-Men movies, there's 1,000 different villains there. They don't set up anything. They're just there. I'm just pointing out it's happening in a lot of other Superman movies as well. There's Superman comics with many villains and superheroes there with him.
If you read an X-Men comic, you're expecting the X-Men team.
Yeah.
You're watching a Superman comic, you're expecting the Superman character, not Superman and D-list friends.
Well, here's the difference.
There's plenty of Superman comics that have him with other people they're fighting.
Yeah.
Plenty of them.
The problem is I hate to compare the two, but you have to. Snyder wrote a Superman.
You must be Snyder wrote. I'm already out. Done.
He wrote a Superman that was multifaceted, that was one within himself, that had multiple ways of looking at things. Gunn doesn't know how to do that. Gunn has to take the parts of Superman and put them on Guy Gardner. He has to put them on Hawkgirl.
That's Snyder. What you just said, it's applied to Zack Snyder.
No, there's only one hero in Man of Steel, and it's Superman. James.
Man, people smoke crack, and you shouldn't do that.
He has to separate the human being into an ensemble. That's the only way he knows how to write.
I love you guys. You guys are too fun with me sometimes. But, I have hope in this world. I believe James Gunn Superman. I'm his supporter. There you go. I will be James Gunn's biggest supporter on Twitter. And I'll have the S on my chest. I have hope in the world. I love guys. I love too much.
You love guys?
Oh, no. That's
I knew it.
Really
Clip it, WZ.
At least, can he give me a better Lois Lane than Amy Adams? Please. And she did have some big
It's not gonna be the girl from Miss Maisel, I'll tell you that.
So, as you guys know, for me, I believe in James Gunn. After reading what he said about Superman, I have hope. But to be fair, I could get burned, just like my skin. I'm actually really a white guy.
Bob, you and I should talk Snyderverse sometime.
That's just two dudes jerking each other off. I'm not about to watch that. Oh my God,
Martha would.
So good. No, I'm not doing that. But thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King. We're signing out, guys. See you guys later. Peace.